My teacher tried to fail me for cheating because I knew more about the topic than she did. Okay, so this still bugs me a little, and it happened like 7 years ago. I was a junior in high school, and my history teacher, Mrs. Gable, well, she was one of those teachers who'd been there forever. She had her lesson plans on actual index cards, yellowed with age, and she taught the Civil War the exact same way every single year. I'm pretty sure she thought the internet was a passing fad. I've always been a huge history nerd, not the memorize dates kind, but the read every book on a topic kind. My dad got me into it. That year, we'd taken a family trip to Gettysburg, and I'd basically inhaled every book, every documentary, every weird little fact I could find. I knew the names of soldiers' dogs. I knew what they ate for breakfast before Pickett's charge. It was my thing. So we get to the unit test on the Civil War. One of the essay questions was, analyze the strategic failures of General George Meade following the Battle of Gettysburg, and explain how they prolonged the war. I lit up. This was my jam. I started writing. I didn't just write about Meade being cautious. I wrote about the specific intelligence reports he'd received about Confederate troop movements that were later proven false. I mentioned the pouring rain that had made the roads impassable for a rapid pursuit. I quoted a letter from a cavalry officer complaining about their exhausted horses. I filled up 2 blue book pages and had to ask for a third. I felt amazing. The next day, Mrs. Gable asked me to see her after class. My first thought was that I'd aced it. Maybe she was going to congratulate me. Nope, she had my test on her desk. The essay section was circled in angry red pen. At the top, in all caps, it said, "See me. Cheating will not be tolerated." My stomach just dropped. What? I didn't cheat. She gave me this look, like she was disappointed but not surprised. No one knows this much detail, she said, tapping the paper. This information isn't in your textbook. It's not in my lectures. The only way you could have written this is if you had access to the answer key beforehand. I was stunned. The answer key? She thought the school's answer key had quotes from random cavalry officers. I didn't cheat, I said again, my voice getting a little shaky. I read about it. My dad and I went to Pennsylvania last summer. I have books. This is college-level analysis, she said, like that was proof. You're a solid B student, Sarah. This isn't your work. Admit it, and we can move on. I'll give you a 0 on the essay, but you can pass the class. I felt my face get hot. I wasn't a solid B student in things I cared about. I was being punished for caring too much. I'm not admitting to something I didn't do, I said, my voice tight. Check the cameras. I didn't have anything. I just know this stuff. She sighed, like I was being difficult. I'm going to have to take this to Principal Davies. Fine, I said. I was almost in tears, but I was more angry than anything else. That afternoon, my dad got a call. He came into my room, not mad, just confused. The school says you cheated on your history test. I lost it. I started crying and told him the whole story. His expression went from confused to really annoyed. The next morning, he came to school with me. He didn't yell. He just walked into Mrs. Gable's classroom before first period and placed a book on her desk. It was called Gettysburg, the second day. Then he pulled out another one, a cavalryman's letters. Then another. He had 5 books in total, all from our house, all with little sticky notes poking out. These are Sarah's sources, he said, his voice calm but firm.